I led Disney's Epcot theme park for 5 years, and I was the Chief Customer Officer for Hilton Grand Vacations. So I am absolutely passionate about great guest service. I want to share with you 10 steps to a 10 in customer satisfaction, and I'm going to try to do it in 10 minutes. So let's go! First off, you want to create a virtuous customer experience cycle at your company. You start out with outstanding leaders and processes, and that's going to enable your employees to provide outstanding service to your customers. When you do that, it's a unique experience because guess what? Many companies don't provide very good service out there. When you do that, they're going to become very loyal to you. They're going to go home, they're going to tell their friends and family, you got to use this product, you got to use this service from this company. And when they do that, they're going to provide a great revenue stream for you. Those existing customers, the new customers, you've got lower marketing and sales costs, you've got greater sales growth, higher margins, incredible profitability and growth. And then because of that, with your company being so successful, you're going to be able to bring in great new leaders, and the cycle is going to continue on. Now, contrast that with the vicious cycle of poor customer service. If you don't treat your customers well, they are going to not come back, and they're also going to tell their friends, don't go and use this company, don't use their product, don't use their services. Well, then you're going to have to spend more and more money on marketing and sales. Your volumes are going to decline, your margins are going to crater, you're not going to have profitability. And if you aren't careful, your company is going to fail. Well, we don't want that to happen. So I want to share with you 10 steps that you can take to move your customer experience to a 10. The first one is make sure you know what kind of guest experience you want to create, and then make sure your people know how to do it. When I was at Disney, we surveyed extensively our guests, and we wanted to find out what set Disney unique from everywhere else. We were able to identify 4 things that were absolutely critical. When we learned those 4 things, we made sure our leaders were steeped in them. We made sure that our cast members knew what they were, and we held everybody accountable for delivering them. That's what you need to do for your business. What are the key guest experiences that you want to create? Make sure you and all your people know what they are. Secondly, we talked about accountability. You have to establish accountability from the highest levels of your organization down to the front line. And in order to do that, if you've got a board, that board needs to be focused on customer service. Your CEO, your president, your senior level officers all have to be passionate about customer service. I would recommend a chief customer officer be one of your key roles in the organization. And then you have to make sure that carries down through, especially your frontline managers, down to your frontline employees. You should put in place processes, systems, compensation, measurement to make sure that you're providing a great experience and to reward those people that do it. I can always tell companies that do that because when I have an interaction with one of their employees, they'll say to me, did I give you 5-star experience today? Did I meet all of your needs? They know that they're going to be rewarded based on what they did for me that day. The third thing, hire for passion and attitude. The most important question you'll get asked during a Disney interview is, why do you want to work for Disney? Now you may think that's a softball question, but what we're looking for there are people who want to serve others, who want to provide great guest experiences. How do you interview your people? Do you do profiling? Do you have them fill out questionnaires? Do you make sure it's part of the interviewing process? Find people who are passionate about providing great experiences, and you won't have to motivate them. Number 4, manage your labor intelligently. I ran all the labor management for Walt Disney World, 33,000 cast members. One of the things at Disney is we want to make sure you have the right number of cast members at the right place at the right time to serve the guests. If you have too many people, too many employees, then they're going to be standing around, they're going to be bored, morale is going to be low, and your customers are going to notice that as well. They're going to say, what are all these people doing standing around here? If you have too few employees, well, of course, you're going to provide a poor experience. You're not going to capture all the revenue because people are going to walk out the door because the lines are so long. So you've got to manage your labor very carefully. Put in place great systems like the ideal labor management process in order to ensure that you can have the right number of people at the right time at the right place to serve your guests. Number 5, have your leaders get in costume. If you look at the best companies out there, Southwest, Chick-fil-A, Disney, they all have their leaders take stints in costume in frontline employee positions. That ensures that they know what's going on out there, that they see the barriers that are happening. When I was training to lead Epcot, I did 400 hours of in-costume training in 50 different roles and locations across Walt Disney World. I hauled trash at the Magic Kingdom, sold tickets at Epcot. I ensured that we were providing great service throughout, but I also learned what we needed to do it better. Fix stupid systems. I went to my local bank a few weeks ago and had a question for one of the managers. Went into her office and she started to call it up on the computer. And she said, "Oh, the system is so slow, it's terrible, I can't get the information I need. You know, we were just acquired by this other bank and we're using their system now." And I thought, who made that decision? That was crazy, because they should have put in place a wonderful system that would allow her to serve the guests better. If you've got poor systems, replace them. Don't allow them to hamstring your guest service. Number 7, recognize, recognize, recognize. Lee Cockrell was the Executive Vice President of Operations for Walt Disney World. He had a famous phrase, recognition is the free fuel that drives your operation. I heard all too often how managers did not recognize their people enough. And the people would say, you know, I wish they would thank me for doing good service. I wish they would observe that. You need to put in place the processes to ensure that you're out there systematically verifying your service and rewarding the people who do it well. Number 8, value customer complaints as a wonderful gift. Many people look at complaints as an annoyance. They say, you know, what are they whining about now? But you have to capture those complaints, recover the situation, track them, fix the problems. If you don't have systems in place to record and fix the problems that come up, you need to fix that and ensure that you use those complaints effectively. Everyone in your organization should know the last chance model. If you know the last chance model, you can turn harsh critics into raving fans. Ask the best question ever to improve your operation. We've all had the experience where at the end of a meal the manager will come around and they'll say, "How was your meal?" What do we say? "It was fine," right? It was fine. Even if it wasn't. He didn't ask the right question. If he had asked the best question ever, he would have gotten actionable feedback and been able to recover any situation and then fix things going forward. You need to ask the best question ever. Number 10, treat your people the way you want them to treat your customers. When your employees come in the beginning of the day, greet them and say, "We're glad you're here, thrilled to have you, we're going to have a great day out there today." As they're having their day, make sure they're having a good experience. The break room should be great. Think about a lousy break room and then going out and trying to be on the floor and serve guests. You don't want to do that. And then at the end of the day, thanks for being here today. We're going to have another great day tomorrow. Overall, remember this. Take care of your customers, and your customers will take care of you.